Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the endless seas of Nita. I am the Heizmeister, and this is episode 11 of our adventure mode series. Oh, yeah, I'm still on difficulty level 55, and our resource storage looks fairly filled, I would say. Enough even that I can deploy maybe 1 or 2 new units. And as I already hinted at in the last episode, these will be airships. Yes. Okay, but before we do this, we need to concern ourselves with a method to minimize resource cost while these airships are deployed, since, you know, they will probably consume resources to stay aloft. And for this exact purpose, I have constructed a utility unit. Let me just load it in real quick. It is called the Crane. And yeah, let's construct that a bit. And while we are doing this, I would like to announce that I was pleasantly surprised that so many of you requested me to do a playthrough of X4 Foundations in English as well in the comments under the last video. I honestly did not expect that. Absolutely not. And, well, you have convinced me. I will do an X4 playthrough in English along my German one. And yeah, I need to make some preparations for that before, however, and I'll need to wait until the new DLC is released, since I plan to start my new playthrough with that DLC. But yeah, look forward to this one. That's going to be very interesting, I would say. Okay then, the crane has been deployed. This is the crane. You may admire it now. It's intricate beauty. Well, no, it's actually a very utilitarian craft, to be honest. It is equipped with 2 tractor beams. These are just there to hold airships in place, and basically airships disengage their engines once they have been held in place by a tractor beam. So, no more resource expenditure. That's good. However, there is just one problem left. What kind of airship should I deploy? While the seas are still so calm and no enemies are around, let me think about it real quick. Okay then, lifting off. Here is the Andromeda. Yeah, have a good look at it. We have a small missile silo here in the back, a medium missile silo here, and 2 medium missiles here in the front as well. And down here we have a particle cannon array consisting of 3 short-range lenses. This particle cannon is also an adaptive one, meaning it changes its particle type depending on the volume of the enemy. So large volume enemies will be targeted with piercing particles, and smaller volume enemies with impact particles. Yeah. Alright. I still have a lot of materials left, so I think it would actually be possible to spawn another airship. But not before we test this one. Now it needs to be deployed from the crane. There it is. Airship has been released, and the Andromeda is now on her way to the target. Well, should be shortly. Yeah, it has been released from the upper atmosphere, and the what's it called? These custom jet engines actually don't work that well in upper atmospheres. At least where there's not much air around. So, against us we have... Is that a slasher? Yeah, that is a slasher. I recognize this particle cannon. Well then, let's see how we do against it with our new airships now on the field. I say airships, but actually we only have deployed one airship so far. And here's the Andromeda, slowly closing in and beginning its circular motion towards the target. And once it is in range of about, I think, it's at 500 meters, its short-range particle cannon will also engage the target. But yeah, looks like our fleet is softening the slasher up a bit. Oh, there goes the particle cannon again. Very dangerous. Oh, there it is. There's the Andromeda, now successfully circling the target. And yeah, releasing missiles all the way, and occasionally taking a shot with its particle cannon. I think I've set it to a reload time of 30 seconds, maybe? I'm not so sure about this myself. But yeah, you can see that if the Andromeda goes into a banking angle that is too steep for the particle cannon to compensate, she might not give up a shot all the time. Yeah, but that's alright. I don't need to fix this issue, if you want to call it that. Well, at least I can see that it works, and that's all I wanted. And there we go. Particle cannon has hit the side of the slasher. And from the damage profile, I would say that she has used the piercing mode, as she should. Right. Turn on the UI, and yeah, low health. There you go. Bye bye. Okay, new target. What are you? Let's see. We have our interceptors already incoming. Is this a Volin? No, absolutely not. This is a tsunami. With a bunch of torpedoes in here. Wow. Okay. Those are a lot of medium-sized torpedoes, interceptors, missiles as well. Any other contacts on the field? Nope. Only the tsunami. Continue. I guess our bomber drones and even the Andromeda itself should be very capable of engaging this one. As you know, they use particle cannons. Yeah. But what about the second airship that needs to be deployed? There is still room for a second airship on the crane. It can deploy 2 of those. And I think another small version of the Andromeda would be quite alright. I have another one that is equipped with... Excuse me, who is... Oh... Oh dear. Yeah, no. We can't concern ourselves with a submarine just yet. We need to engage this Sagittarian first. Yeah, looks like our forces are spread out a little bit. Where is my...
Listening.
There it is, the little fragment. I'm about to lose a sniper drone here. Okay, let me see if I can... Why can I... This is odd. The manual targeting doesn't seem to work here.
Listening.
Oh well. Let's engage the Sagittarian here first. And then we'll concern ourselves with the submarine. Because I fear I'm about to lose a few of my smaller flyers to those lasers here. They are very, very dangerous to smaller units. And yeah, once again showing off our great marksmanship with most of the shots missing. But that is most likely due to the range we are engaging this Sagittarian at. Oh, this hurts. I'm losing a few drones here, but as long as I don't lose any capital ships, I'm alright. Speaking of capital ships, I saw an explosion. What happened there? Our serious aviation battleship has taken a little bit of a hit here. Yeah, right in the bridge. Could have been a large missile. Okay. Here we go. Finally. The Sagittarian is coming under attack by most of our forces. And of course it has released a bunch of missiles. Why wouldn't it? Are these remote guided? Yeah, I think they are. Coming closer. Way too close for comfort. Oh, no, 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 no. Those are huge missiles. Intercept them. Intercept them now. They are heading for the Medusa. I should say, thankfully they're heading for the Medusa and not for the melon seed, but... Ha! You missed! Oh. We can buff that out. Superficial damage. That is agreeable, I think. So yeah, the Sagittarian. Medium strength lasers and missiles. All the fun things combined into one crimson package. By the way, are you... Oh yeah, you are frying the Tremonia now. Well, she does have some decent EMP protection, and she is on the workshop, by the way. I have released her recently, as I saw this design to be finished for now, and therefore fit to be released onto the workshop. Sagittarian is down! Defeated the menace from outer space. Well, the Scarlet Dawn, after all. Okay, who's next? Oh yeah, about that submarine though. Is it still active? Somewhere? We'll have to see. I can't just catch a break for 1 minute. Just when I thought, alright, I've dealt with the Sagittarian, now onto the tsunami, then suddenly, out of nowhere, everyone's favorite bathtub appeared. The Jormungand. Well, an Onyx Watch armored bathtub with a lot of guns. Yeah. Hello there. Firing off an open salvo. Opening salvo, I mean. And, let's see what target it is going to choose. Well, for now, I have selected my forces to all engage this tsunami submarine, which is actually near our carrier, apparently. Yeah, the melon seed is currently in danger of being hunted down, or, well, in the process of being hunted down by a... Okay. That problem has been dealt with. Now, on to the next one. Defeating a Jormungand should not be that difficult. All our forces converging now on its position, and it should be over fairly soon. Let's get a good shot of this beauty. Well, I say beauty, but, you know, beauty is in the eye of the beholder, as you know. Hey. It's an older design from days long gone by. I've just brought it back to be once again functional. Oh, explosion, and that's it for your anti-aircraft armament. You only have some crime cannons left now. Still, its AI hasn't been fried yet, despite all the EMP strikes. Yeah, I'm usually very generous when it comes to EMP payload in my forces. It doesn't hurt to at least have a missile with that some EMP payload in it, I guess. I mean, even if it isn't going to outright fry the AI, then at least it should deactivate some local weapon controllers or other equipment. And hang on. What happened here? we may have lost the Phantom. Yeah. Not great. Not great, I'm afraid. The Andromeda is still airborne. Still fighting on. There we go, particle cannon has been fired. And yeah, that's it for the Jormungand. It is now despawning. So then, I guess it's time to retrieve the Phantom here in the water, repair it up and get it ready for the next sortie. Because I believe that the next enemy isn't far away. There will be one spawning fairly soon. If that spawn right now is anything to go by. Well, look at what we just built. This is the second, or well, alternative version of the Andromeda Aero Corvette. This is the Andromeda X. Armed with a laser. It's a low power laser, I admit. But a laser nonetheless, and some experiment I've done. These are side-based lasers with a large arc of fire. They are short range, basically, I would say secondary lasers here. They should intercept any aircraft that come too close and are not being targeted by the main weapon. The Andromeda X is also equipped with a wide array of missile interceptors. This is something that the normal Andromeda Corvette does not have, and its smaller missile battery here in the back is still present. Yeah. The only thing it's missing though is its medium missile battery. This is where now the laser turret is sitting. And it has 6 forward-facing air-to-air and air-to-ground missiles as well. So yeah, a little bit of a mix-up of this other design. Quite different, but yet somewhat the same. Alright, we have parked here now to wait for the fleet to catch up. And how does our resource situation look? Well, I would say we can go on for a little bit longer before changing to the next difficulty level. Or, well, could we? Enemy spotted. They are behind us. Let's turn around and see what we have here. Oh! It's one of those fancy new flying castles. Yeah, this is the parapet. I think the most visually pleasing of those new flying Onyx Watch units. Looks very nice. But do not be deceived by its beauty. It is actually very deadly once it has closed into range of one of your ground or sea-based units. Yeah. Any unit that is not prepared will soon succumb to its relentless bombardment. I, however, am prepared. I have aircraft and airships. Speaking of airships, yep, they have been released and are now on their way to the target. There we go. Turn around, you two, and head towards the parapet. Okay, need to reorient myself. There we go. Of course, first to the scene is, as always, our interceptor prototype. Well, still in its prototype stage. There are some flaws I have to basically correct first before I can fully integrate this aircraft into my forces. Yeah, I did mention previously, or well, a few minutes before, that I am very generous when it comes to EMP delivery. I have delivered. That's a shame. Oh, hang on. Laser? Searching? Searching? Wait, the Aegis isn't supposed to be that far away from my fleet. Unless... Hello there, Aegis, who I haven't met yet. This is Yes, thank you, Razul. Here, there is your information about the armament of this of this cruiser. Oops. This is, yeah, the Aegis destroyer. An escort in almost all sense of the word. Ui, stop waving around, and I hate it that this always reverts to this top-down view when I press E. I mean, normally it should unlock the camera, but yeah. So, the Aegis has received, I think, a hit to the engine room. Looks like. Yeah, that's hash projectiles for you, or probably heat. Very, very dangerous if you are not prepared to deal with them. That means no air gaps or anything like that. Okay. Once again, showing off our superb stormtrooper level aiming. Yeah, as I said in the comments before, these red tracers are from the Tremonia. They are very slow, and there's a reason why the Tremonia normally closes to a combat range of 900 meters. It's not a ship for long-range bombardment. Okay then. Yeah, that's a bit unfair. I admit, the Aegis is not prepared to deal with this level of punishment. It's an escort after all. It is there to protect others, not to, well, fight itself against an overwhelming force. Anyway, I'll take your resources. Thank you very much. And so we've done it. We have passed through a red portal and are now on warp difficulty 60. Okay, let's see how far we can go in this one. Turn off all engines and wait for something to spawn, I guess. And probably for the rest of the fleet to catch up as well. Let me reorient myself. There's the Tremonia. I am unsure if I should replace the Tremonia with a more powerful design. Yeah, I probably should at some point. Anyway, everything is calm for now, and let's let the fleet gather themselves. All hands on deck, all hands on deck. Red alert! Everyone to combat stations. We have an enemy incoming, and this is a new one. It is a new one indeed. It is, let me just reorient myself, a Steel Strider naval vessel. Identifying. It is a Stralsund, I think. Let's see if I'm right. Yep, it is. Oh, goodies. Probably remote-guided large missiles. Yeah, this is going to be fun. Very fun indeed. Kill it.
Engaging now.
And for this purpose, I will set the carrier now to combat mode. The melon seat may engage as well. Alright then, everyone. Take care of the missiles, don't get hit, and disable the Stralsund as soon as possible. This is the mission here. Yeah, firing from that far away, the Tremonia. I guess at this range, these APS shells can be considered as plunging fire, probably. Speaking of plunging fire, I'm thinking if I should maybe deploy some cram mortars. Not so sold on that idea yet, but I'll think about it. Anyway, looks like we have just the thing against those missiles. Need to go back to the carrier, I guess. Yeah, they are dangerous. Large remote-guided heat and thumper missiles. They make quite a mess out of the melon seat here. Not looking that great anymore. And yeah, tough enemy to fight, the Stralsund. But our airships are already on the case. There is the Andromeda X harassing the target with its single laser turret. Wonderful. It's getting hit from all sides now. This is what I wanted. And probably to deactivate this missile battery in the back. Probably the most dangerous weapon system on the entire craft. At least in my opinion, that is. Okay. More missiles incoming. The Andromeda X does have missile interceptors, so she should be able to take out a few of those large missiles as they make their way towards the carrier. Well, at least I hope so. Ah, very nice. Oh, no, silos are opening. Silos are opening. Here they come. Okay. Have you selected a target yet? It does not appear so. And missile interceptors have been released and will probably catch up with those. Let's see what they do. They need to be intercepted as soon as possible. This is probably also a job for the Aegis if her Seabus wouldn't be turned the wrong way. Yep, the Medusa is helping. That's good. Oh no, here they come, here they come. Yeah, nope. Maybe. Ha, we survived. We survived the missile strike. Just a few scratches on the armor. Oh dear. Let me just put in the reverse gear for a moment, because the AI does not want to do that. Hang on, am I even... Oh yes, yes I am. There we go. Set the drive to neutral and let the AI take over once again. But yeah, the Stralsund is taking a lot of fire from all directions and... Hang on. Something has died here. What was that? A Wismar. Whatever that was. It is dead now. Probably one of those little accompanying helicopters, judging from the helipad here. Damn it. Another salvo of missiles already released, and this one is heading for... I believe the Sirius Aviation battleship. This is bad. I mean, this battleship does have some missile interception capabilities, but I don't think they're able to deal with these missiles here. At least not all of them. Brace for impact! Ah, it's just a command bridge. Nothing important was in there, so... Yeah, it's alright. It's alright. Haha! Wait. Ah, I see it. I see it, and you probably see it as well. Just take a look around if we have... There's something... Oh, that's another parapet. Nothing to worry about. No, what I was seeing here is... that after all this time, finally the fragment has caught up. With the Stralsund, it is now doing its job. Dismantling it from below. Ha ha ha. There we go. Now, if anyone would please take out that missile launcher, which is also encased in heavy armor. Of course it is. Very well protected and thus stays in operation as long as possible. Well, yeah. Oh, there comes a torpedo. Those are probably from the Medusa, those large ones. She does have 2 torpedo launchers after all. They may not do a lot of damage, but they are quite dangerous nonetheless. But yeah, the fragment now happily chewing away at the Stralsund, and I guess that's it for this mighty fine vessel of the Steel Destroyer Navy. Our airships are deploying, probably for the last fight this episode. What kind of opponent will they face? They have dealt with the Stralsund, and now they have to deal with a small contact. Hang on, that looks familiar. It is our counterpart, an enemy Andromeda X. Alright then, deal with it. And quickly, if I may say so. Let's get a better camera position. Alright, the enemy Andromeda X has launched her interceptors and successfully intercepted the initial missile barrage and is now targeting our Phantoms. Received multiple missile strikes, interceptors are out, and I don't think she'll survive this initial barrage. Yeah. It's a Corvette-type airship after all. It's not something that should be operating alone or against this large of a force. Ah, she's still airborne. But I think this will last only for mere seconds, as she now is, yep, in the water, out of her element, and easy prey for our torpedoes. Well, or our little, yeah, high-tech piranha, if I want to call it that. The fragment. Doing work. Doing great work. Well now, looks like we have dealt with our last opponent for now. And now it is time to gather the fleet and repair the damages that we sustained from the fight against the Stralsund. They may only be superficial damages and no important system has been completely destroyed, though our command cruiser Melanceed has lost its torpedo battery here in the bow. Its side-mounted torpedo battery is still intact, so yeah, there's that. Anyway, I hope you have enjoyed this episode, and I say goodbye for now from the Azure Seas of Nita. I hope I see you next time when we will continue our adventure and probably replace the Tremonia cruiser with something more modern and something more powerful. Until then, take care and goodbye.